From explosive pass plays to defenses that can lock down your opponent to even the occasional trick play, my goal is by the end of this video, you'll be able to take one of these 10 plays or concepts and add them into your own scheme to start having more fun in College Football 25 and winning more games. So if that's something you're interested in, let's get into the video. This is one of my favorite plays every single year. I use this concept literally all the time, okay? So let's break this bad boy down. We're in the Florida State University playbook, and we're in the single back deuce close calling tight end angle. Now, if you're not in FSU, that's okay. It's also in Kentucky, Stanford, Utah, and Vanderbilt. And look at this play. We don't have to make a single adjustment here, meaning that if you're somebody who plays in Dynasty or you just don't like making adjustments like that, that's fine, dude. You don't have to. This play is perfect already as it is. And if you're playing that home field advantage type thing, that's what I'm referencing with Dynasty, you don't have to make hot routes, so you're fine. You can deal with this for a little bit, right? We snap this ball, and we're looking for this high-low that's happening on the left side between this corner route and this drag, okay? We have a tight end streak on the left clearing out that side, but we'll never really throw it to him. He's not ever really open unless they just totally blow coverage. And then we have a halfback sneaking out of the backfield along with a tight end Texas route going over the middle of the field. He's okay. He's not great, though. Right there, we get underneath. We take underneath. You got to be willing to take your underneath in this game. That's one of the biggest things that I can tell you guys. You got to be willing to throw your drags, especially with how good rack is in this game and how hard it is to actually tackle. Let's go right here again. And what do we know? I'm actually going to... I tried launch in my corner route. That was a little bit aggressive by me. Let's see what we can do here on a 3rd and 1. Now, keep in mind, deuce close also has a really good run game. Really, I love the stretches out of it. So keep that in mind. Let's go hut. Boom. What we got? Corner route. No, we'll go drag right here. And the CPU is just giving it to me. And I'm giving it to them, baby. Now, keep in mind, everything I'm going to share with you in this video is all stuff I've used inside of Madden to win tens of thousands of dollars and play competitively at a very high level over the past 5 years. And all this stuff also works in College Football 25. Now, we got to talk about one of my favorite defenses in College Football 25 as we get the KO right there, which is going to be the cover 2 man with a few little twists to it, okay? So, first and foremost, let's talk about how we're going to choose cover 2 man. We need to select a formation that has at least 5 defensive backs, okay? So that could be 3-3-5. That 5 stands for 5 defensive backs. It could be nickel. It could be dime. It could be prevent. Probably don't choose prevent. But something with 5 defensive backs, and then we're going to scroll down to cover 2 man. Almost every formation has some variation of this. We're going to select it, and then we'll go up against random plays on offense. Now, almost everybody wants to user one of these 2 positions. They either want to user the defensive line. Don't do this. Do not user the defensive line, okay? Please don't. It will not work very well for you. Or they want to user the linebacker on the halfback in this defense. And that's okay, but I actually want to user the safety on the more weak side of the formation. So really it's a side of the formation with less numbers. So in this case, it is the left side, right? And we want to get him into the box, okay? There's a few more adjustments I'm going to talk about, but initially this is what it's going to look like. And we are looking to cheat with our user. Only thing we're looking for is, are they going deep? No. Then we're going to cheat down, okay? So it looks like this again. I'll talk about kind of those next level adjustments here in a second. But we're going deep. They did go deep, and they actually exposed me by playing a little aggressive. So that's where this defense can get exposed, which is why I like these adjustments. I like to press my defense with wire triangle down on the left stick. That's going to make sure everybody's pressed up. And then I like to press wire triangle and then go with the right stick to the right. That's going to shade my coverage outside to try to force everybody back in. That's going to make my DBs try to force all the routes back in. And what's nice about this is that this is really good run defense because we're getting an extra body into the box. Now, keep in mind, this is college football. This is College Football 25. So they are going to get plays on you, right? And they can get big plays. They're going to score, right? We have to be able to score and answer right back. You see right here, able to cheat a little bit with our user over the middle, and then we're able to force him to throw a check down that they don't want to. We'll go one more play right here, and I'm actually going to we'll use our right side right here. It's a little bit of a field out type game. Let's go. Okay, I'm worried deep. They go underneath, and my user's at least there to help make that tackle. You can see how this kind of goes. We'll go one more. Press shade outside. Let's see what happens right here. We're looking, goes play action. We're there. They go underneath. Cool. But you can see how my user's able to cheat into the middle and take away some of those interior breaking routes that usually the CPU would like to hit. Oh, we got one more play. And notice what happens when my user was not ready. That is one of the big risks of this style of defense. is that you got to be ready to drop back into that deep blue if that is what they end up running, right? They go quick check down. That's fine. They're going to get some of that stuff. That's just part of the game, baby. And really quick, if you found any sort of value so far in this video, feel free to hit the subscribe button. It seriously helps out this channel get pushed to more and more college football players just like yourself, and it seriously helps me out personally. So again, if you've gotten any value, consider hitting that subscribe button. Let's get back to the video. So one of my absolute favorite route combos that I do way too much is out of this play called level sail. Now we are in the Auburn gun trips tight end offset, but this is in a billion different playbooks. We have it all on the screen right here. Feel free to screenshot this right now, okay? So the setup for this is really basic though, thankfully. All we need to do is to flat our middle wide receiver. That's gonna be wire triangle, hit wire triangle again, and then left trigger, okay? He's on a flat route now. Now we need to custom stem our tight end. That's gonna be wire triangle again, select him with A, and then hold LB and push down the right stick. All right, might have been confusing the first time, but I promise you it is very easy once you get it down. It should look like this right here. Now we're just gonna do basic stuff right here. I first looked to the sideline to see what I liked, and I had nothing there. And so because I had nothing there on the sideline, my eyes went back to these two really well spaced out in routes on the left side. This can do a good job against both man and zone coverage, and it's also a good blitz beater, as you see right there. The corner route is just really, really lethal. And what we're trying to do is to force them to choose between the halfback table route or flat route. This is usually called a table though. And then the stemmed down corner. If they go underneath, we go over top. If they go over top, we go underneath. See right here? He kind of went in between. We just went underneath. Now, I do have a little bonus route combo in this segment that I'll show you here in a second. But I really want to hammer home that this two-man game that we can play on the tight end side is so good. And then backside, right? Watch that play back. The tight end and halfback were both covered. We went back to the in route. Now, the next little route combo from this, same idea, stem our corner route all the way down. But instead, let's take the middle wide receiver and put him on a zig. That's going to be left on the D-pad. And then come back our outside wide receiver. So now we're high-lowing both sidelines. It's really, really good. First read still to the right. Oh, nothing's really there, though. Let's hit comeback route. Bang! Oh, we didn't get our feet in? Oh, we got robbed. Oh, man, I am sick. That's the power of the comeback route right there, though, dude. That deep downfield, it would come back to it. Oh, but yeah, it's just a nice little high-low read over there. Let's go back to it right here. Actually, we got it. Again, bang. That time we get our feet in bounds. And now we're first and goal from the 10. Now, we could call this here, or these formations that have level sail, which is a ton of formations, by the way, usually have good runs like read option, inside zone. Let's go level sail one more time right here. Although we're getting a little bit closer than I'd like. Let's go stem corner route all the way down. What we got here? We'll go quick throw. We get to the outside, get to the outside, get to the outside, all the way down to the 2. I'm going to go no hurry up, no hurry up. We'll go inside zone. Come on, to the line, to the line, to the line. And this is what I would do, though. This is a little mini scheme already for you guys, attacking both sidelines. A little inside zone action. Oh, my goodness. Can we get into the end zone, please? Let's go. Come on. Absolute. We need a little bit of heart. Where's the War Eagle? Boom. War Eagle. Thank you. It's a cool little mini scheme. 3-3-5 and 3-2-6 defensive playbooks both have a formation inside of there called 3 high, okay? Inside of this 3 high is a play called 3 double cloud. Brand new this year, this entire formation is, especially this play, and I want to break down why I think it's one of the best defensive plays you can start using in college football 25. So, big deal here, okay, are these outside safeties, this guy and this guy, because they're in what's called an outside third. Usually, these could only come from a outside corner, okay? An outside third usually only comes from outside corner. Usually, if this guy was in an outside zone, it would have to be in a, whoops. It would usually have to be in a deep half like you see right here, right? That's usually what his deep outside zone would be. And same with this guy, it would be in a little visual bug, a deep half. Now, the issue with deep halves in this game are that they just don't do a great job of defending the sidelines. So in a look like this, you'd be able to throw this corner route like this, and you'll be able to get away from it. Now, with this play, what we can actually do here is the outside thirds will play further to the sideline, okay? You can't really recreate this from many things. So if I do the same exact play, watch how this corner route is not nearly as open. We go to throw it. I missed the throw a little bit, but it's going to be a much tougher throw. We can do it again against it just to see if maybe I just missed the throw. boom, we go down with it, and it's getting played consistently. These outside thirds do a great job of playing closer to the sidelines. So that is what makes this so cool. What I like to do, though, to make this defense even a little bit better is to actually change my flats to 5 or 10, depending on what they're doing, okay? I'll start a game out at like maybe 10, and then we'll go into 5 in a short yard situation, right? These flats, what this affects is our outside zones. So it's going to be our outside flat zone, so these guys, okay? I like to user this middle defender, and you can really do whatever. Now, the biggest issue with this defense is that there's not much pressure. So keep that in mind. I like to run something we're going to talk about later as more of a pressure look. You can get some sheds, as that's a crazy catch, right? That's nuts. But this is going to be one of the biggest, hey, try, like, you have to dot me, buddy. You know what I mean? This is daring your opponent to be a good passer, which a lot of people in the CPU do a really bad job of. We have 8 people in coverage, a little bit of a pass rush, and a lot of people just struggle against this style of defense as just a base kind of stop coverage. Now, this play is nuts. We're just gonna launch it. Just launch it deep, baby. A little underthrow, but we can not break the tackle. Oh, way to blue ball me. We gotta break this one down in practice mode, though. Inside the split slot offset formation, there is a play called the motion double pass. A lot of people call this mountain double pass. MTN, it stands for motion. It's like auto built in motion. Motion double pass. Now, the reason I'm in Arkansas for this, even though it's in a ton of playbooks, as you can see right here, is because this guy, this running back, Jaquindon Jackson, has 92 throw power. And what that means is that when we throw this, we can actually launch this. And something kind of interesting happened right there, if you watch that back, is that the defender who's going to tackle Jaquindon didn't actually make the tackle. So what we can actually do is, as they're recovering for the pass, we can actually just take off with this guy by holding right trigger. Like, this is insane. You don't have to push anything, by the way. This auto throws it. And we're here. Boom. Oh, what's this? Can we throw this right here? Yeah, laser. This play is absolutely insane. And keeping it with your halfback is like you just do that, right? I could throw this, but why not just also keep it and then maybe spin or something? There's so many things you could do. It's wild. And the entire scheme's pretty good, right? It has a motion inside zone, has some decent passing plays. Shakes is really, really cool. Overall, like, this thing's awesome. And my favorite thing is we can throw this all the way. Like, look, they just stop. And then he can launch the ball. He's got a cannon. This play is wild. Okay, I wanted to follow up a play like that with just a fundamentally sound route combo that you guys can have, okay? Now, we're in the Oklahoma State playbook, but you could steal this concept and apply it to some other things. Out of the gun bunch halfback strong, we're going to be calling the play Seattle. Now, right now, I'm going to flip it by pressing the right trigger because I like my bunch to the wide side of the field. If you look to the left side, there's a lot more field that way. That's the wide side. The right side here is the short side. Some people call it the field side and the boundary side, but this is just like video game terms. So we are going to drag the tight end and streak the halfback. Pretty simple, but we have a lot of cool stuff going on here. Let me call the play really fast. Immediately, we can quick throw this little wheel on the outside that acts as a flat immediately, okay? So let's look at this route combo. Let me put the halfback on a streak here. Boom. We have our first read be him. If he's immediately open in that right area of the field, we're able to quick hit him, right? I'm reading that right flat space. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at spaces, not necessarily defenders. Then I'm checking my tight end. Is he open in the middle of the field, or is the space he's running to on the left, is that open? If not, I'm then making the read between my halfback streak and my crosser. Let's go right here again. Got the tight end. Boom. You could get some pretty big rack on this style of play too, by the way. Like, this is a very big, like, potential rack play with the tight end, especially if he's a good athletic tight end. Let's go back to something like this again. Quick. We have tight end. I'm not going to throw tight end for the sake of it, but then you see how we can throw this crosser. That crosser is really, really good. And you can get that into the second level almost. Now let's try this. We're a little bit short yardage, and we're going to get hit by some press man coverage. This isn't as good against man. It's fine, but oh, it wasn't man. Let's go. Laser. Dot. Touchdown. 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 Nice. Yeah, really cool play. Very easy to execute. I think it's very easy reads, and it's only 2 hot routes, so it's not too bad to actually set up. All right, let's go through this scenario right here. You've been here before. You're playing somebody, he throws corner route, and all he does is throw corner route, corner route, corner route. But then you finally finally bag this corner route, right? You man him up or something. Boom, you're so ready. The corner route is done. And guess what they do? He throws it underneath. That was terrible defense, but you get the idea, right? They're going high-lows on your sidelines. This is something that I do all the time to people. Well, there's something we can actually do to stop this. And the first thing we gotta do is go into our coaching adjustments, all right? So when you're at this screen right here, you're gonna click your right stick in. Brings up your coaching adjustments, scroll down, and we're gonna go to our zone drop curl flats, put them to 25 yards. Now, this is more of a specific defense to take away a very specific route, but this will kill a lot of offenses, okay? What we're about to do is called Mabel coverage. And this is different than in real life. Mabel coverage is like a Nick Saban concept for like man match against trips. That's not what this is. Mabel coverage in a video game is having a short flat zone. So in this case, we could do a hard flat, which is going to defend 0 to 5 yards. And then a deep flat zone, which in this case is a curl flat, which is going to defend 25 or so yards or wherever we set that zone drop to, okay? So if we set up the same route combo again, watch what happens. This time, who's open? Nobody. And instead, we go from giant dot to interception. The entire sideline is blanketed. Now, to get a curl flat in the field, some plays come stock with it, right? Right here, the cover 3 sky comes stock with it. So in this case, you just want to put a hard flat on the field, right? Because you need that underneath guy. In that case, you just select your defender, go right on the right stick, and get that hard flat out there. But if we're in like Tampa 2, we don't have a purple zone. So this depends a little bit what play call you have. I recommend getting an idea before you actually come out. In this case, let's select somebody who's, you know, a slot corner, let's say. Let's select A on him and go right on the left stick. That gets him into this purple zone, okay? So now we go to run this route combo and notice how everything's changed. Again, this is called Mabel coverage. Now notice right there, my underneath was actually open. And that was because I did not have a hard flat on the field. So you want to make sure you have an underneath flat zone that could either be a hard flat or it could be in our coaching adjustments, a flat set to 5, okay? And now we go back here, set the exact same play, okay? Bang, right? We have that Mabel coverage to the left. We have the corner route play going on, right? Bagged, everything's bagged, and, you know, easy. Now this is Mabel coverage. But what if they're going corner routes and crossers to both sides? It's good against crossers, by the way. We could do something called double Mabel, which is the same idea, just we put curl flat on the left, we put curl flat on the right. Now we have a short flat zone on the right, short flat zone on the left, deep flat zone on the left and right, double Mabel, right? This is really bad at defending the middle of the field for obvious reasons. This is really good, though, at defending the sidelines. So if we could try to throw this tight end corner out right here, notice that the curl flat is bagging him. And that'd be, wow, did he catch that? If they catch that on you, dude, you clip it, post it on Twitter, pretend it's you catching it, say you put your nuts on somebody's face. But you guys gotta get the idea, right? That's gonna totally blanket the sidelines on both sides of the field. And all you have to do is just put curl flats on both sides, set to 25 yards, and then ideally either put hard flats out there or drop your flats down to 5. And you're gonna be able to do a pretty good job. Like, this is really good at, let's say you put a tight end crosser right here. I just want to show you like all the power of this, right? A is on a tight end crosser. Watch this, right? Let's say he keeps on throwing this type stuff on you. This becomes a much tougher throw. And if they kept throwing that, I would just drop my 25-yard flat down to 20, right? You have a little bit of leeway of where you can bump those flats back and forth. Look at this formation. This is all, we have 2 halfbacks to the left of our quarterback. Inside the UNLV playbook, this is a really cool formation. Now, it's only really found inside of there, which is a little unfortunate. It's kind of limited in that regard. But these gun duos are so cool. You can see literally in the formation screen how the halfbacks, we have the quarterback who's number 4, then halfbacks are lined up double outside of him. It's super cool. Now, my favorite thing out of this is the jet touch pass. I think jet touch passes in general, by the way, you should be looking for them in your playbook. I'll show you how to find them in a second. But these are so good. You can see the big, like, this is some big play potential. And if you're trying to beat the CPU, it doesn't matter what you're trying to do, actually, because I use these in competitive play. These are very good. If you want to see if you have any, go over to play type, go to pass, go to quick pass, and you'll see jet pass fake zones. Let's give it one more run right here. And I want to point out that we want to run these jet passes to the wide side of the field, just to give our athletes and our skill players as much space as possible to cut it all the way outside and then be able to make somebody miss. Right there, we really don't we're not able to do anything. Again, reminder, That first run and the second run were both really good. And this is on Heisman difficulty. So, like, this is very good stuff. Okay, so this is one of the best blitzes in college football 25. Now, I'm going to show you how to run this bad boy, and then I'm also going to show you how to beat it, okay? I feel like that's fairly fair, right? So, the way we set this bad boy up is we're actually going to start here in the formation screen. Every single team has a double mug in their nickel set somewhere. It might be 3-3 double mug, 4-2-5 double. It's some sort of double mug, and it has mid-blitz 0 in it, okay? Now, the actual setup steps are very simple. All we want to do is make sure we user the safety who's manned up onto the halfback. We're going to pinch our line, which is left on the D-pad, down on the left stick, and then we're going to slant our line inside. Left on the D-pad, down on the right stick. And there is a visual bug in this game with slanting inside, so I'm going to do it twice right here and see how now all the red lines are slanted inside. That means you did it. Then we're going to take our user, stand right in front of the guard on the halfback side, and get that little green check mark above our user's head, okay? When the ball is snapped, I'm just going to simply do a couple little steps to the left, and you'll see the pressure does a pretty good job of either shedding or coming in totally free. Let's see if we can actually get it coming free again right here, just to show you guys that this bad boy does work at a pretty high clip. Right here, we get it coming free off the edge, and, you know, sometimes off the edge, sometimes it's the A-gap, whatever it is, it's forcing them to make a very quick read. We'll do it again real quick, and then I'm going to show you how to actually combat this pretty well. Right there. A-gap. You want speed for this bad boy. Now, easy way to combat this. It's actually like very, very easy. You could block this, a few different blocking setups. The easiest way, I'm just going to explain it. Block your halfback, block your tight end. And if you can get streaks on the field, get streaks from your slots. Why? Because this game is really bad with man coverage against streaks. As you can see, right there. I have no idea what the speed differences are right there. I don't know. I don't care. This game is really bad when it comes to man coverage defending streaks, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because it kills cover 0 like this. So we go again right here, pick up the blitz, boom. Now you want to make sure you're not really doing it with the tight end. You want it from a slot wide receiver. And then it's just that one-on-one animation, right? That one-on-one interaction, which is fine. We can win that a good amount of the time. At least I feel like. Lob it up, lob it outside, boom. You see we win that by a mile right there. And this beats shaded over top man coverage a good amount of the time too, especially if you have decent speed. Let's go shade over top. Snap it. See shade over top. We're able to get actually way above him right there. That's wild. Like, cover 0, easy, easy, easy beating over top. Now, this is something that we deep dive like a little bit more and talk about like the actual schemes behind mid blitz inside of my website, civil.gg, where we like really deep dive and talk about all the different adjustments you can make. But as a really baseline level, that's how you run it. And really importantly, I think it's like actually very important. This is how you beat it, right? Just like that. This right here is an absolute coverage nuke. Let's step up the pocket. I have good pocket. I have good pocket. Boom. Get it off Jalen just barely. One play tutty, boys. Out of the play, gun bunch tight end in Alabama's play. There is a bomb play called PA verticals, okay? We go call PA verticals, and we'll go up against a cover 3 here. This bombs a few other coverages as well. And all we got to do is streak our inside slot wide receiver. This formula right here, screenshot it because you can apply it to a lot of different compressed and tight formations. So it's not only a bunch tight end type thing. You might have to roll out of the pocket a little bit, but you can get this bad boy off. And when you do, when you do, it looks freaking awesome. Might have to roll back just a little bit, lob it up there. Oh, this can be a toe drag. Oh, this can be nice. Oh, yeah, we're ending on that right there, boys. And if you enjoyed this video, check out this one right here. I break down 10 tips that make passing the ball in college football 25 seem easy.